Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt, and welcome back to Spintires, my friends. Spintires. Kurt, where could you possibly be? You were previously playing on the Hill map. Oh, I was, and previously is indeed where we are going to leave that. I just wanted to come back because I need to put some closure on the series. I do realize how much it pains everybody when a YouTuber of theirs does not put specific, what are the buttons here? Specific closure on a particular series or not. So, God. Well, this already doesn't sound like it's going to start out very well. And whatnot, and I end up getting a million and a billion questions about when's this series coming back, what's happening with this series, but the long of the short of this is I explained this in a live stream, which I know not everybody catches, but I'm not having fun anymore. If the last episode is of any indication, fun is not being had in this game. It's kind of been had in certain areas, but overall in general, it just feels like the developers of the game didn't want to make a fun game. I don't know if that was in part because it's only the one developer, or perhaps because they were under some sort of stress or duress from the publishing house. I don't know the exact problems and goings-ons behind the scenes, but it's not fun. That means it's not fun to make videos in it anymore. It's going to start to get from oh, hello. It's going to start to go from, ooh, hilarious, kind of funny anger at the game to sad, actual unhappiness anger at the game, and that doesn't, like I said, that just simply does not make for good YouTube, and does not make for good me, good KurtJMac. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. Ain't nobody got no time for that. So I just felt like I've abandoned the hill. It seems like in that it's really disappointed. It's really disappointed. I'm talking about myself as a third-person inanimate object. I'm really disappointed that I heard that the hill map and a few of the other maps had been edited to remove some of the fun trucks, those big 8-wheeled trucks, you know, that could really make it less of a pain in the butt to make it up a simple hill, the hill, in that game, or other stuff like that. It could act as your rescue vehicle or whatever. So it just feels like they intentionally made it more difficult than it needed to be. So I decided to just, for a quick video here, we're not starting the map. We're not going to be continuing or trying to finish the map, but this is the Flood, the last vanilla map that was left in the game. It seems like we start out as a convoy, and then we happen upon this flood. And I'm assuming that it is an impassable flood. I could try just haphazardly driving into it, but we don't even have a garage to begin with. Which is interesting. Very interesting. There's lumber over there, so yeah, I'm assuming going through the water is a bad idea, so you need to explore the cloaked areas and whatnot. But yeah, it just became one of... There's many other games that I'd like to try out. Oh, parking brake's on. Oops, that's the pause menu. There we go. Many other games to try out that could be actually potentially fun for us and for videos. And I'd rather play those games, I suppose, than get angry at this game. Alright, there's the lumber. So what is the objective here? Like, what's the first step? What would be the first step for anybody here? It's a bit... I've talked about this before, but it's a bit disappointing because we were all very enamored by the what's the word I'm looking for? The tech demo, the Spintires tech demo. It's like, this could make a really cool game about this, that, or the other, or it could implement rock climbing, or maybe rally racing, maybe not so much. They ended up turning it into a lumber hauling simulator, which is fine. That makes sense, because that's the reason these types of trucks are used in like the Russia and different areas that the game kind of simulates. But then it just got a little bit monotonous. There was, like I said, some behind-the-scenes drama with the developer and the publisher, I think, and there's a pretty significant modding community, and they seem like, you know, they have made rock crawlers and some fun, even if I'm to understand correctly, they've even made maps, which would be very interesting to see. But as you know, I'm not too huge into the modding of games. Nothing against it. Modders make amazing add-ons and, like I said, entire vehicles, and they spend a lot of time for practically, literally, no financial gain of their own other than to improve the game. But I'm just not. I don't know. It's just a weird thing for me that I just don't get into the modding of the vid games. Oh God, am I taking damage already? Oh, are you just gotta like find a path? Apparently not. Stay away from the dark areas is what I'm going to assume. Oh, 1 damage. Okay, well, yep, we are underwater. We are drowning. We are drowning. There's a little bit of a hill here. I shouldn't be taking damage anymore. Oh God, yeah, this would just infuriate me to no end. Like, what happens if my truck gets broken? There's no garage to recover to. You know what? Let's how do I detach the trailer and just get out of here? Abandon all hope. Oh, I'm not even moving anywhere. All right. This right here is a fantastic metaphor for the game as we've experienced it. We've unleashed a toxic gas leak into these waters, and we are literally sinking and drowning, just ever so slowly. It's not an instantaneous death, but it's a death all the same. I don't know what I'm stuck on, but I am stuck on something. Well, I guess we're about to find out. Engine broken, repair with add-ons, or rescue to garage. Alright, is there a garage to rescue to? No, there is not. Well, that's a load of lumber. Oh God, yeah, it seems like they made this map unnecessarily difficult as well. You need to unlock the garage before you can recover a vehicle. So it's like instantly. I'm playing on easy mode, by the way. Or easy, quote-unquote, normal mode, non-hardcore mode. So it's pretty much just automatic hardcore mode because there's no garage to rescue yourself to. Wow, that's fun. That's a great time to be had right there. Case in point. We are now dead, and we've caused a major ecological disaster. I could probably... Oh, are these... these are all the garage points we need, I'm assuming? Oh, yeah, I think that's 2 each, isn't it? So that would be 4. So if we could make it to the garage with these trucks, we could unlock the garage. So, like, what happens if both my trucks are broken? Is it game over? Do they tell me it's game over? Or do I just sit here looking at the map? Longingly. Forlornly. Forlorn Michaels. Well, let's just see. Let's see what else is available. Gosh darn it. Oh, no! I don't want to go to the main menu. The interface. Oh, my God. Just get back. The interface said leaves much to be desired and only adds to that frustration. But I don't want to be all negative. Like I said, it was. I will admit I've got my money's worth. Even though I backed the Oh my God! Why is that pause? I gave to that Kickstarter at the beginning. I think I gave well. I'm like, yes, this is an amazing thing. I will give the highest tier. Over $100, I think. Not that it matters. I'm not bragging or anything, but so I was well and indeed putting my literally money where my mouth is, and I was very excited about this. So yeah, I suppose it's a little bit more. It's a little bit more bitter on that end. I did get my Spintires T-shirt though, that has profanities on it, which is something I'm also not entirely happy about. That's the design they chose, but. All right, so I'm assuming we could theoretically, like, there's a way to make it back around the lumber, and then to that garage. Who knows? Who knows? We'll get back on the road. It's a safe place to be. It's really almost a situation like BeamNG Drive. You kind of wish that they would license or sell the engine that they've made so that, like, a different developer could take, like, imagine if say, the GTA franchise or the, Driver or some other, perhaps they brought back the Destruction Derby games with the BeamNG damage model. Wouldn't that be amazing? Because BeamNG Drive, while amazing, still itself also leaves some to be desired, which is, again, like I said, filled in by a lot of the modders. Oh, well, this is turning out not to be the way to go at all. Same thing applies here to Spintires. You kind of wish that the engine, perhaps, oh god, would be taken upon by a larger developer, more than one guy, that could then, do some good with the platform, and then stuff as simple as making it possible to save games in multiplayer mode. Well, we're stuck here now. Well, this was a poor choice, wasn't it? Alright, we're just dropping trailers everywhere. Oh, I'm still in reverse. Sorry. What does the guy got to do to get moving once you're stuck? How do I... Oh, there was a shortcut getting out of advanced mode, wasn't there? But I've forgotten what it is already. F5? No. Oop, I just did something. Alright, and then release the winch. Wow, I am like really stuck. I'm not even moving. All wheel on, crank and brake off. Yep. Alright, let's try to reverse ourselves out of this situation. So this right here, this sort of stuff does not a good YouTube series make. Oh. Whoa! Use clutch when changing gears. Will do, my friend. Alright, now what happens? I was hoping to, like, actually see what this map is all about, but apparently that's not going to be the thing that happens. Alright, taking damage. Slowly, once again, slowly suffocating to death, as is what happens in Spintires. God, get out of advanced mode, will ya? I think also the problem is he doesn't have off-road tires on. So we are going nowhere, my friends. We are going nowhere. So yeah, what's the What's the recourse here? What's the next mode of action? The next plan of action, I meant to say. Utility trailer. You can go and drive the utility trailer. Alright, that's fun and terrible. Alright, so this was the flood map. Oh man, main menu. You will be able to continue the game. They did add, like I said, the ability to have multiple maps running at the same time, but not in multiplayer. Like simple little, not even simple little, just those are expected things that are to be expected of a multiplayer game. Being able to save your game so that you can continue playing with your friends later, especially if it's a game like this that takes... where's the hill? 6.1 hours to not even get the first objective done. Granted, I'm terrible, but also granted, 6.1 hours. Just gonna sit down and play that all at once. I'll remind you. I'll remind you where we left things off on the hill. This truck has no fuel and cannot make it up the hill, despite it being somewhat supposedly unmuddy the last time I went up there, but we get stuck down there, so we can't make it up the hill with our only load of lumber. Also because we don't, like I said, have any fuel. We also... what did we have? We assembled the fleet, but the fleet is not up to the challenge, I don't think. Whoops. Oh god, that is the worst place for that button. Yeah, like I don't even know where I would even begin or end. That's just sad. That's just a sad thing indeed. That's the... Have we ever even seen the objective? Can we just drive to the objective? Let us just do such a thing. Yes. I will transport myself across the lands. Do that. Oh. Gosh darn it. And, let's just drive to the objective and then slowly starve to death there. Oop, that's wrong. Wait, what? This is not the way to go at all. I need to come down here and... Oop, I said down here. And then across. I mean, I guess theoretically, where's that other truck? Oh, he's all the way down there. I thought he was up here or something. Well, nuts to that. I'd be out of fuel by the time I tried to go down there and rescue him. A lot of people were suggesting, oh, you link up two trucks together to get them up the hill. Okay, but... Well, let's make it daytime here. Oh, God. Alright, well, all my... all my, waypoints disappeared. Oh, no, they didn't. Alright. No, I don't want to change the time. I want to select a waypoint. But by the time I brought a truck down there, it itself would be out of fuel. There's no winning. I mean, I suppose you could stop by this fuel place, I guess, but... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're just... Oh, for Pete's sake, that is the worst place to put a pause button. Exit. There we go. Start the engine. What other truck is here? Oh, that's just the trailer that I abandoned. Yep. Alright. To the objective! Without any sort of lumber or anything to deliver, I'm just going to arrive there and say, you know what, this whole logging thing, I've become much more environmentally conscious in my years rolling through the mud. And, alright, well, we're not even going to make it... What? Why is this thing not moving forward? Oh, it's these stupid logs that they've put in the road. Again! Making the game more difficult than it already was. Just rocket through. Learn this driving in snow in the Midwest. Just pump it back. Okay, I'm making absolutely no progress. Oh, this is... I'm trying to do a nice thing and add closure, bring closure to the series, but not even that could be done, because you can't even make it 5 feet out of the frickin' garage. Well, what is happening? What am I even stuck on there? Yeah, it's one of those invisible underground trees. that stops you from going forward. There we go. Good googly moogly. See, now this is funny frustration, just because I don't care anymore. When I did care, that was sad. That was sad frustration. Oh man. Oh my God! What is there something caught in those front wheels that prevents them from rolling? What's happening? What is wrong with you? What's wrong with you, imbeciles? Can't make it up a simple wooden step there? Go! Forward! Diff lock on, diff lock off, diff lock on. Oh my God, what is happening? What have I done to deserve such atrocities? Just go over the top of it. There we go. Good Lord. Couldn't make it up a simple 1-inch gap there. That does not bode well for the rest of the journey that I'm attempting here. The front wheels aren't even spinning. Alright, you know what I have to say about that? You know what I have to say about that? This is exactly what I have to say about that. I'll show you what's going around. That's right. That's right. I'll show you a thing or two. I will show you a thing or two! Suck on that! Suck on that. This is how... Oh, just put it in the neutral. This is how this series ends. Not with an applause. What's the saying? Not with a yell, but a whimper or something like that. We're going down like the Titanic is basically what I'm saying here. So this has been Spintires, the end of a series on the old KurtJMac channel. I hope that brings some closure to everybody. Oh, it certainly hasn't brought any closure to me. Oh, thanks for watching while it was up there, and thanks for hopefully enjoying it for as long as I enjoyed it. And I will not see you next time. At least in this video game, we'll find some other fun to have. Indeed, indeed. Whoa! This horn's got some power behind it. Knocked me out of the water. Oh, that's terrible.